Hey guys, just wanted to connect with you guys really quickly and talk to you guys. Basically, society's in a crazy place right now. It's very messy, and a lot of people are having a hard time. They're saying it's very confusing, and the society teaches hey, just get a job and you'll get job security. Security inside of the job. And people say, okay, yeah, I like that idea. I'll go to college, get a job work. Maybe I'll just skip the college and go right into the blue collar work. And you get the job, but then you just don't. You're always working for the next paycheck and working for the next paycheck and working for the next paycheck. And that's where I was. I was in the construction. I was working for the next paycheck, working for the next paycheck, working for the next paycheck. I'm like, am I just going to be on this little cycle for the next 40 years like so many other people that have lived before me? I said, I can't do that. It's just like, how can I do that to myself? It's just hard. It's just too hard. It's too, so I was like, I want to get inside something fun. I want to get inside something fun. And, I was like, I want to feel back on top in life. Because I was tired of getting beat down. I felt like I was getting beat down. I was like, I need to get back on top in life. I need to get back on top. So I was like, what can I do? What can I do? And I was like thinking, I was like, there's got to be something cool for me to do. There's got to be another way for me to exist in this world, and another way for me to, exist and get closer to achieving the things I want to achieve. And I was like, what is it that I want to achieve? And I was like thinking, what is it? And I was like, what? The society says, you watch the movies and Hollywood saying, these jobs, and it just looks normal. You see the sitcoms on TV and everybody has a little job and they come home, but it's just a movie set. It's not real. They're happy and they're having fun because it's just a movie for them. It's just a joke for them. It's not really real for them. They're just playing it. It's just play for them. But for a lot of people, it's really real. They gotta go to the job and they gotta drive to the job. And one thing that I always thought was like, the society, teaches people and teaches me and teaches everybody. It's like that it's about getting to that job. It's about getting into that relationship with that person. It's about getting into that new house, getting that new car. And it constantly is, that constantly makes us think that we can't enjoy where we are at right now in life. Because it's like, I got to do this, X, Y, Z, retire, and then I can be happy, It's like, no, it's like, that's putting all your energy into the future and saying, it's putting all of your energy in the future and saying, no. Like, what I'm saying is no. Like, I think true, whatever people are seeking is not in the future like that. What people are seeking is just, hey, when I was in a job, I felt like, I felt like forgotten about. Like, I had no connections with nobody. I had no friends, I hardly talked to any of my friends because I was always working. And I was like, man, I feel like I'm failing my friends. I feel like I'm failing my family. I'm never there for anybody. And I'm always at my job, I was like, man, I feel like I'm not even able to show up for the people in my life that I care about, And I'm like, and I had and what really made my life, what I really valued in my life, I realized was my friends and was my family and was those people that are important to me. I was like, if I can't even show up in their lives, if I can't even be there in their lives, then what kind of person am I? I'm just only caring about me and my job, and it's just such a boring life. It's such a unfulfilling way to exist in this world. And I was like, I can't just keep doing this, so I had to cut that off, and I said I have to be able to create a way for people to exist where they can have more of that intimacy. And I'm not talking about all sexual. Like, it can be, yeah, sure, but I'm not talking about that in general. I'm talking about just like feeling like you have like a authentic connection with other people, other human beings. And I'm saying if that feeling is not there, if you feel like you do not have an authentic connection with the human beings around you, then I think that is like a recipe for a hard life and a messy life. Because when that connection isn't there, I think that's when you see people turning to drugs. I think that's when you see people getting depressed, because what makes their life really adds value to it is having that strong connection and that strong intimacy with people around them. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is create this new kind of this change on the planet, where, say, if you get into what I'm doing, then you can then recruit people into it. And say there's different packages, $25 level, $100 level, $600, $500 level, $1,000 level, even more than that. But I know a lot of people are skeptical and are not going to invest way big off the bat. I did, just because I was like super hungry for change, so I was willing to do that, and I had some savings, and I resonated with the message. But I think if you can even get in at like a $500 level, where you get the $25 and the $100 and the $500, I think you can have success, because you can then earn that. And for every person you recruit, you can get rewarded. You get paid like whatever, $625. 70% of that you get, so it's like $437, which is pretty good in my book. And if you can get recruit people into this idea, this vision, the world needs change. This is not working, and we need to be humble and not be so arrogant and say, hey, just because this is how we've been taught and this is how our parents lived does not mean this is how we have to live forever. We have to be able to say, this isn't working, we can change, and we can change our behaviors and change how we think, and start living in a better way. Alright guys, if you want to get started and start building this thing with me, click on the link below and get started. Alright, see ya.